Welcome back to the Brushes with Death DLC for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, excuse me. We just helped Voida in the last episode get rid of Bellissimo, dressed as some kind of devil creature, wearing armor. Kind of fancy, kind of interesting. He let us keep the helmet. I like that. The painting that he showed us originally when we got here in Kuttenberg hasn't evolved really too much, from what I can tell, as of yet. And we have two more branching quest lines or conversations to have with Voida. So, let's see what's going on here. Do you need help with anything else? And I'd like to know about your past. Let's ask about his past first.
I'd really like to know about your past. After Burkhard, the Basilisks, and Bellissimo, I'm a bit worried what else could be in store for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you feel that way. And you're right. You've done so much for me. You deserve some real answers.
But you won't say anything, will you? Go on. He's probably just gonna ring us around again if I say go on. And he'll get mad if I say something like, but you won't say anything, will you? I bet. That's my guess. Let's see what happens with but you won't say anything, will you?
But you won't give me any real answers, will you?
I can't say I'm not thinking about it. It's just that
I called that.
you have to understand, there are things I haven't spoken to anyone about in quite some time. And some I've never spoken about. But I have an idea. To the northeast of Malishon,
Say nothing. Say
among
nothing.
the
Let
trees,
him spill his
is
guts.
a small abandoned dugout.
See what we can.
It's not hard to find. It's close
Pick
to
up
the
here.
road. Go there and take a good look around. When you're finished, come back and we can talk about what you saw.
So, you're sending me on another errand?
No. I just want you to see some things before we talk about them. It will be easier for me that way.
Interesting. All right. Okay. He's sending us to some kind of lair, a dugout. He called it. Let's go find out what's going on here. Are you sure you don't need me to do something there? Very well. I'll go. I don't have time for this right now. Are you sure you don't need me to do something there? Yeah, is there going to be some kind of lair of bandits that he sent us to go clear out? This is somebody's home that he's sending us into, potentially, maybe. Let's be, let's also be very questiony and vague. Question everything.
So, I'm not going to find anyone who robbed you, who you want me to interrogate, or that's been living in your head for years?
Not this time, my friend. Really. I used to spend a lot of time there. And I feel that once you see it, it'll all be easier to explain.
Okay, I'll go.
All
okay.
right, I'll
Yep.
go there.
Just deflection
But-
after deflection.
If there's another odd surprise waiting for me there, I'll show you.
He says it and he laughs all the while. But, he's just... I am Voida's little errand boy. And he's... Henry is the he I'm talking about, is just laughing about it all the while with a smile on his face. He's just happy to do it. Hold on. Let me see what the other quest line is. Do you need help with anything else?
Can I still help you with something? Or do you already have everything you need for your opus magnum?
No, a helping hand is always welcome. I need to wrap up all the commissions I've started, and I can't manage it on my own. Lately, I've been painting maybe too much. The last ones were a signboard for the armorer, and decorations for the fortress in Shitoki. But I haven't been paid for either yet.
So you want me to go and collect the coin? With a beggar sack in one hand, and a hammer to break some bones in the other?
It won't be that wild. I'll take care of the armorer myself. But if you could go to Shitoki instead of me, I'd be very grateful. It's a bit more complicated there.
How so?
The bailiff there promised me a precious stone as payment for the decorations. Lapis lazuli, from which the most beautiful blue under the sun can be made. But then he changed his mind, and wanted to pay me in groschen, which I naturally refused. I want that stone.
I don't know. He said he'll take care of the armor himself. I'm a little concerned about that sentence myself. Hopefully we can look into that somehow. If I stumble across an armorer that suddenly died, I hear about that along my travels. I'll look into it. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but there's potential there. Who knows? Why did he change his mind? Why isn't the coin enough? Are you sure he's got the gem? How would I get it off of him? Why did he change his mind?
Wouldn't you prefer a groschen?
No!
You could spruce this place up a bit.
I pressed the wrong
How
button.
much did he even offer you?
It wasn't a small amount, I'll admit, but this is a matter of principle. Promises must be kept, and you can't mix ultramarine from groschen.
I can still ask the other questions. It's all right.
Why did the bailiff change his mind about the gem?
Oh, he started telling me it's his lucky talisman, and that he'll still need it. He's building a fortress for the gentry there, and he's expecting an inspection or something.
How would I get it off of him? This is the bailiff we're talking about, I think, is what he just said.
And how do you imagine I'll get the gem off the bailiff?
Yeah.
If he wouldn't give it to you.
But you, Henry, are a man of many talents, aren't you? You'll think of something. To start with, it wouldn't hurt to just have a word with him.
Maybe I can buy it off of him. Maybe I can win it off in a game of dice. There are innocent ways of doing this without stealing.
All right. I'll try to get that gem from the bailiff.
Excellent. Meanwhile, I'll collect payment from the armorer. Thank you, Henry. And if the bailiff happens to kick you out, you could always explain the importance of my work in a different way. There's a coat of arms on my fresco, and beneath it is a painted ribbon. You could add a fine ancestral motto for the lords of Shitoki.
What?
Something like saying they don't pay their debts.
Uh-huh. Now that'll cause him a proper scandal. All right. If I can't come to terms with the bailiff, I'll try that instead.
I'm gonna go to the dugout first before I do anything about the bailiff quest. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Find the dugout Voida mentioned. Before I help Voida with any further of his own endeavors, let's try and find out a little bit more about the man behind the brush, you could say. Where is he? Where am I going here? Okay, we can fast travel maybe down to Danemark and just head from there. You know? An ambush? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Where is this ambush? Game made me stop for nothing. There are no bandits. My bad. My bad. I was just going the wrong way. He's over here. Yeah, this is definitely... Okay. Good shooting. Good shooting. A headshot. I think the villager ran right into the other soldier. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me just load another arrow. Okay, there's one. I don't mean to bring them into the town, but let's just turn this guy around here. Turn this guy around. Don't bring him into the village. Come on, keep following me. You ran all that way. There we go. That was a pretty nice shot, if I do say so myself. Like, he had his shield raised. Yeah, okay. All right. What do they have on them? Any goodies? This guy has a lot of armor, but I don't really want to carry it. I could carry it. I can carry some of this armor. Maybe a couple thousand groschen off of that little ambush for myself. Don't mind if I do. Get back on our way here. Could I not just run through the forest? Maybe try and avoid this poacher's camp? Let me try and just run through the forest. now that we've arrived at Danemark, I think this should be fine. There's a path. Yeah, let's just. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, a little bit of off-roading. It's fine. We'll get there in one piece. We're just. Yeah, here we are. The dugout. The dugout. What is this place? I'm a little scared. I'm a little hesitant.
Is this where Voiter wanted me to go?
Oh my
There's
goodness.
someone living here. I suppose I'll ask if he knows anything.
Okay, this is the only guy that we see here. He's a hooded figure, living at the dugout that Voida sent us to. A hooded old man.
Hey, what are you looking at? Get out of here, or I'll show you.
Easy. I don't want any trouble.
Let's calm him
I
down.
just wanted to ask you something.
Well, I ain't gonna answer. I'll beat you like a dog. To hell with you!
Why? Why? You don't have to do this.
Enough already. Easy, man. You won. I just wanted to ask you a few things.
Ask me what?
Why did you attack me?
I don't want nobody here. People are nothing but problems and pain.
What do you mean?
Don't look, Libor. Just don't look.
What? Who's Libor? What are you talking about?
Wolves! Get away from him, you beasts! Libor! Libor, get up and get the shovel. We can't just leave him here like this.
Leave who? Damn it, man. What are you babbling about?
Is it you? My friend! I can hardly recognize you.
What
Wait,
is going
Do we
on
know
here?
each other?
How long has it been? A year? 2? Do you still talk to Voiter?
Voiter? The painter? You know him?
No, that's not possible. Voiter is dead. You can't talk to nobody now.
No. Voiter is alive and well.
What?
He's the one who sent me here.
I don't know how to tell you, but Voiter, they killed him.
I see.
They killed him?
So,
Voida
Who killed him?
is taking people's names?
Burkhard.
Burkhard?
They left him in the forest. Beaten, broken, and then the wolves found him. Where am I? Who are you?
What is going on?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Well, before you were... it doesn't matter. My name is Henry. Voiter sent me here. Do you know him?
Aye, of course. You're here for the sword, aren't you?
What? What sword?
This one, of course. It's broken, I know, but maybe it could be fixed. Here, take it. And tell him I reckon I'll never be a real knight.
Why don't you want the sword? So this... He just kind of let slip that this Voida character, whoever the real guy is dead and has been dead for about 2 years, killed by Burkhard, who the painter that we've been working for, who is going by the name of Master Voida, sent us to go kill. And this guy's crazy. Let's just say that. Let's just put that out here. This guy's absolutely nuts. And I have no idea what he's talking about.
Wait, why don't you want the sword?
All it does is make me all confused. Besides, it suits you a lot better. Please, take it.
I'll take it, sure.
Very well. I'll take it. Maybe it really could be reforged with a bit of elbow grease.
Okay.
Suppose I'll take a look around then.
The madman's broken sword. I can maybe repair that. That'd be nice. A rotting
This
roof.
must have been leaky even when Voiter was young. Sleeping here in a thunderstorm must be miserable.
Could it be possible No, I don't know how this man from the dugout, how would he be related to Voida? I'm not sure. I was about to say like maybe he's his dad, but Voida is also an old man, so I'm not too positive.
This doesn't seem particularly healthy.
Oh. This guy's just got a noose on hand. That's kind of messed up, but all right.
The dugout itself looks rather ordinary. Maybe there'll be something interesting inside.
I don't know if I want to go inside here. This place is bad juju. This place is bad vibes. I don't like it.
Alright, this is a bit odd. I reckon it wasn't here 20 years ago.
What is this? A wolf heart? Why do I kind of want to take it? I'm gonna take the wolf heart too. I'm just taking it just because. Just because this old man doesn't need it. I don't think he needs a wolf heart. I don't know why I do, but in my pocket it goes. Wooden swords.
2 wooden toy swords. Quite old too, by the looks of them. Could they have been Voita's?
I don't know. Maybe Voida used to sleep here. Maybe. Some kind of escape to him. What is this statue over here?
I
Scarecrow?
made a similar one with Fritz and Matthew
On
when
an
we were
anthill.
kids. This one looks like it's been here for quite a while.
This place is very bad vibes. Anything else that I can stumble upon?
Nothing to see here.
I don't believe you, Henry. I bet there's something to see in the latrine. Don't mind me. Oh, is this a fish? Okay. Foul. My apologies. I was looking for loot. I was figuring some kind of secret would have been in the poop pile, but it doesn't hurt to look. I'm probably covered in poo now, but that's all right with me. It was worth looking. I don't want to miss anything here, so let me just kind of explore the area a little bit more. Oh, a wolf skin.
Someone here really doesn't like wolves.
And there's been a lot of wolf themes going on with this whole DLC. We saved Voida from 3 wolves. This guy did mention wolves when we were talking to him. And there's a wolf skin here. Just out on display. For who knows what reason. I think I'm alright to maybe head back to Voida. Get some more answers. I do have his sword. So maybe that will, for some reason, convince Voida to give us some answers of his own. Potentially. Maybe. Hopefully. Let's go find out. And I'm probably covered in Duke. I should probably wash myself before going back to talk to Voida. Just because. Or do I go talk to Voida covered in Duke on purpose? Voida will probably be asleep right now, but I'm still gonna barge into his house. Oh my goodness, no, he's right here.
I went to the dugout you mentioned.
And? What did you see?
Do I mention the person living there first? I feel like that's probably the most outstanding thing.
Well, it wasn't as abandoned as you said it was. There's some sort of madman living there.
What? A madman? That's strange. Unless... No, that's impossible. Did you talk to him? What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just lunged at me and tried to kill me. Eventually he calmed down, but then he started spouting nonsense. Like he didn't even notice I was there.
He gave me a broken sword. He mentioned you and Burkhard.
He gave me this broken sword. Does it seem familiar to you?
I probably should have mentioned him and Burkhardt.
I don't know much about swords. Why don't you tell me what the man said?
He mentioned you, someone called Libor,
Okay,
and
good.
Burkhardt.
Mentioned it anyway.
He said Burkhardt killed you. That Voiter is dead.
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole time, eh? Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhardt has killed many Voiters.
That's an awful lot of coincidences, yeah.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on. You know you can trust me.
You see, that dugout, we always used to meet up there, me and my two friends. Libor, who it seems you've met, and Voiter.
So you're not Voida. Who was the real Voida?
And this real Voiter, he was your friend, right?
Aye. Though I wasn't much of a good friend to him. Everything that happened, it was my fault. They killed him because of me.
Okay, so maybe Voida didn't kill anyone. He took his friend's name, maybe as a way of honoring him. I still don't completely trust this story. There's a lot that he's not sharing.
If you're not Voiter, who are you?
I told you. Voiticus ex Aridus.
You said it's the same thing, just in Latin. Besides, you're Czech as can be.
Very well. Originally it was, I don't seem to recall. My God. I haven't used my name in so long, I can't remember it anymore.
What? What? I don't even know what to say to that. And there's no option to question him more about that sentence in particular. He mentioned the Great Horned One. I still am convinced that whoever this painter is, he's got some kind of complex, and he is the Great Horned One. And he's making Henry, while I'm wearing his helmet, making me think of this. He's making Henry his, like, embodiment, his little puppet sort of thing. Maybe. And there's a lot of dialogue options that I wish were present that they're just not. They're just not. However, I'm going to keep going along with this roller coaster ride, trying to find out who Voida is.
So you knew Libor lives in the dugout? That's why you sent me there?
No. I really thought it was abandoned. The last I heard of Libor was that he ran away from home. I thought I'd never see him again, and I can't say that bothered me. After they killed Voiter, I couldn't look him in the eye.
Couldn't look who in the eye? Burkhardt?
What did you want me to see in the dugout?
Or Libor? Or
Nothing
Libor, I
specific.
guess?
Just the place itself. I used to spend time there with my friends when we were lads. We liked it there. And deaf Ludwig let us play there as much as we wanted. I spent whole days up on the roof, just admiring the surroundings and drawing. That is, until I fell through it.
So you weren't going to tell me about Libor and Voiter?
I wanted to, but I didn't even know how to start. I suppose I was hoping if you see the place, it would help me somehow. And in the end, it did.
Why do you blame yourself, Voida? Or whoever you are? Tell me. Tell me. Paint the picture, as you will.
Why do you blame yourself for Voiter's death?
Because it was my fault. If I had been there for him when he needed me, I may as well have chased him into Burkhardt's grasp myself.
What do you mean?
Well, just like in the Trotsky region, Burkhardt gathered a band of lads around him, and Voiter was one of them.
Okay.
And me and Libor didn't like it. so we tried to convince him to stop. Only Burkhard found out, and he made an example out of Voiter for anyone who'd think to betray him.
So I was his tool for vengeance after Burkhard killed his friend, Voida. Master Voida, the man who we're talking to right now, took his friend's name after Burkhard, the bandit, killed Voida. And Libor and this painter who we're talking to right now, who Iridius, I believe his name is, the Latin name, they're no longer friends. Libor and Iridius, I guess. So yeah, let's say this. So the thing with Burkhard was vengeance. Get that cleared and clarified.
So the thing with Burkhard was purely revenge.
You could say that. I've been fighting it for so long. But when I found out at Trotsky he was nearby, I couldn't hold back any longer.
That's enough for now. We can come back to it later.
To tell you the truth, since we got all the way here, I have another favor to ask. Another one, I know.
Okay, yeah, what is it? Let's find out. Give me the details.
What is it?
You see, I'd be truly grateful if you could visit Voiter's grave and say a prayer for him. I reckon nobody's done that in years. I know I haven't.
Libor's kind of crazy, so I'm assuming he doesn't really go anywhere besides the dugout. He probably doesn't leave home much. Maybe I should say, do you want to go with me?
Why don't you put the brushes down and come with me?
All the way there? No, I'm afraid not. At least not now. To be perfectly honest, one of the reasons I'm sending you there is so you can tell me how it looks before I work up the courage to go there myself.
I'll say the prayer when I get there. Henry will know what to say. I trust that enough. He's done it before.
Why haven't you been there in so long?
I just couldn't. It's easier for me to just work and not think about it.
Where can I find the grave?
Unfortunately, it's not exactly close. It's not even consecrated. Me and Libor had to bury him ourselves.
That must have been really hard.
It was, but that was so long ago now.
You know, we really do have a lot in common. I buried my parents, and you...
And you never stop thinking about it, even once you make your peace with it.
I'm starting to maybe get a clearer picture on Voida. Maybe he's not so crazy. He is a very eccentric person. That's for damn sure. But maybe he's just very troubled. I mean, Libor, the other friend that is a part of the question right now, is crazy, a hermit living alone in a dugout. So clearly they went through something kind of crazy with Burkhard, and I don't know.
Wait, you still haven't told me where the grave is?
Ah, right. How can I... When we were lads, we found this tree near Messelis. It had 3 trunks. There was 3 of us. You know me. I thought it was a sign. And that's where we bury Voiter.
A tree with 3 trunks near Messeles. I'll be searching for that for a month. I need some better directions, Voiter. Wait, should I even call you that anymore?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you did. Most people call me Voiter, so you'd look like a madman calling me anything else.
I don't think it's odd, but let's just do all the dialogue options. Why not?
I still find it rather
If we
strange
can.
you took your dead friend's name.
I know, but I just had to do it. So that his legacy lives on with every work I create.
I figured that was the reason. I said that earlier. He probably took his name to honor his friend. The grave, where is it? We still don't know. He didn't really answer the question.
Wait, we were talking about the grave. Where can I find it? Tell me exactly.
How would I describe it? When you get to the center of Messales, then follow the stream towards Shramek's barn. Then... hold on, I'm trying to make a mental picture of the surroundings. It was somewhere past Shramek's pen, behind his barn. Just follow the cow pen all the way back towards the forest. And once you're past it, take a sharp left. Wait, no, right. And then all the way to the forest. Then you'll see the tree.
Is that as specific as you can get?
I'm afraid so. I haven't been there in over 20 years.
I'm so confused, but I'll do my best to try and find this tree. And I'm willing to bet right now that if we were to look inside this grave, Voida's skull is going to be missing from the grave. And the painter who took his name also talks to his skull. That's my guess. That's my guess.
Is there anything specific you want me to mention in the prayer?
Please, pray for his soul. He may have done some bad things, but even so, he was one of the best people I knew. And that I hope he...
Should I pray for you as well?
Yes, please. Hopefully he hasn't given up on me.
Let's ask if Libor goes there too. Why not?
You think Libor goes there?
I reckon you know more about what Libor has been doing these past 20 years than I do.
Wouldn't you like to go and see him and talk to him?
No. I'm glad he's alive. But I can't imagine going to see him. Or what I would tell him. Maybe when I'm not so busy.
All right. Let's leave it be then.
All right, I'll go there. Let's
right.
do this. Let's do
I'll go
this.
there.
This story is taking a rather sad turn. Less supernatural, more kind of upsetting. Because we're gonna go say a prayer for his dead friend. Yeah, alright. There's a different touch to Voida now. Coming across this. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. Very interesting. Okay, where do we have to go find this burial site? Find the grave by the tree with 3 trunks near Messales. Yeah, well, let's go to Visoka? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Sorry if I butchered that pronunciation, but let's go there. A middle-aged woman is standing at the roadside. She has a serene, almost reverent look on her face. Let's just check out what's going on here. The woman glares at you piercingly. Okay, it's nighttime. This is some hooded lady walking away from me.
What are you doing here?
I'm resting. There has been so much to do lately that even I, too, must rest before proceeding. Like peasants at harvest time, that is hard labor, too.
What? What kind of work do you do here?
What kind of work do you do?
I assist people, sometimes with their pain, their suffering, their hatred. It varies from one soul to the next.
I don't understand. It's cryptic. It is very cryptic.
I don't understand.
No one truly comprehends my words until the time is ripe, and when they awaken and understand. There is no time to tell anyone. There is no time to explain it to anyone, because their time has come.
Time for what?
If I may, I have a question for you too.
What? I'm a little scared. I am a little spooked out.
You may.
We have seen each other many times. Why have you left it until now to stop by?
I don't remember seeing you before.
Really? I have always been with you whenever you, well, Never mind. Just consider how many times you have had me by your side. I am leaving now. Good luck, Henry of Skalitz.
You know my name? And you know where I'm from?
I was there. It kept me very busy.
I don't even know what to say. I'm a little freaked out. Is she supposed to be like Lady Death? She said she was a harvester. Oh, that's so weird. And I talked to her in a puddle. I kind of regret stopping. I'm also curious what would happen if I attacked her. For the sake of science. Nope. Nope. Okay, too many buttons. I clicked too fast. For the sake of science. Just because she freaks me out with all this cryptic conversations and nonsense. Oh my god. Oh my god. That arrow just bounced off of her. Yo, hold on. And she's just humming. She's just humming. She just walks away humming. Who, what, is, what, who, what? I want out of here. I want to go. I want to leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna continue on and find this grave. Let's just continue on forward. I kind of want it to be daytime. I hope it's daytime. It's not daytime. I'm still completely unnerved. Alrighty-roo. Onwards, Pebbles. Bring me comfort. I don't even know what to say about that old lady. She knew my name. She said something about their people's time coming up and how she assists people. And how she's... see? Now a light in the dark just... It's a little spooky now. It's a little spooky. I'm just concerned it's going to be like Lady Death.
God, that looks like a bloody expensive horse.
Thank goodness it's just some mercenary who is trying to like Skyrim horse up the cliff though. Oh, the vibes are all different now. Okay, so
From here, I should follow the stream towards the barn. Finding a stream in this brush will be a challenge.
yeah, you don't say. You don't say. So the area that Voida sent us to, where the dead Voida is buried, is somewhere near this completely burnt down town. Oh, this is unfortunate. I hear voices. Okay, yeah. And there's usually bandits here. Oh, wow. Humans. Human bandits. Oh my god. Very heavily armored humans. Get a mutt. Okay, there's one. There's one. I want to paint their shields. I want to paint their shields. Give me your shield, sir. Alright. Go down. It's... Okay, thank you. Thank you. What do they have on them? Definitely taking that human shield, because I want to paint that bad boy. Absolutely. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. We just have a giant area to search. Oh, is this the barn out here? This burnt down structure? Probably. Yeah, okay.
I hope this is Shramek's barn, because there's nobody to ask.
Yeah.
Where did he say to go next? There should be a fence past the barn.
There should be a fence past the barn, eh? We'll see what we can just find in the barn really quick if there is anything to loot. It doesn't look like it. Mutt, I should probably feed you.
Mutt!
Eat the wolf heart, Mutt. Eat the wolf heart. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. It's just, that seems wrong for some reason.
This must be the fence.
Undecided
Not a cow inside.
duel?
Now to get to the other side.
Oh, wow.
Out there by the woods.
Okay. Farmer and a mercenary got into a duel, and it looks like it was a pretty even outcome. What do they got on him? What do they got on him? Anything for me to take. Why can't I take the pitchfork? Why can I take the axe, but not the pitchfork? Come on, then. Oh, wow, that's a very expensive helmet. Okay. A beaked kettle helmet? Alright, I'll take that. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Alright. And we'll leave them be. And we'll leave them be. Okay, let's see if we can't find these trees. I do think this is the path from the barn that he was talking about. Voida mentioned. Potentially, maybe, possibly.
Here's where the fence ends.
Okay.
I'm supposed to take a hard right here. If Voida didn't mix up his directions, that is.
He said left first and then said no right. I do recall that. We can check both ways. And is this the tree that we're supposed to find?
This must be the tree.
Oh, not the birch tree.
Grave must be somewhere nearby.
Oh my goodness, it's dark out here. Here's the grave. And I'm still willing to bet money that there's a skull missing from the grave.
Oh my god. It's
From the
clear
skeleton.
He's been here in years. It looks terrible. If I really want to honor Voida's memory, I should clean the place up first. Pull the weeds, clear the debris, and clean the gravestone.
Okay. Yeah. This is alright. This is respectful. I don't like how I'm doing this at nighttime. It's just a little creepy, but especially after meeting that old lady. I feel watched. I feel spooked. Let's do this. What are the...
R, V, and L. If V stands for Voida and L for Libor, that means...
Who's R? R is the mystery painter. And R is whatever Iridius is from. It's a bunch of fake names that he's given us. It's a bunch of fake names that he's given us. We don't know who R is. We don't know who he is to his friends. One of them's dead. One of them's crazy. And Burkhard, we don't know who Burkhard is because we kind of killed him ourselves. Okay. What is this mess? What is this mess? You carefully clean the grave, pulling the weeds, clearing branches and stones. You make sure it's nice and tidy. Oh, wow. Very nice. Good work, Henry. Good work, Henry. Let's pray over the grave.
Heavenly Father.
It's a little dark. It's a little dark. Doing this at nighttime is a little conspicuous.
You want all to be saved. Open therefore your merciful arms, and grant to Voida who rests here, with the blessing of the Virgin Mary and all the saints, a share in eternal bliss. And please help the painter, whatever his name may be. Whatever he did, he surely regrets it. Only you know what happened back then. But surely it wasn't so bad Voida's soul wouldn't deserve redemption. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Well said, Henry. Well said, Henry. Rest in peace. Return to the painter. Not even calling him Voida anymore in the quest dialogue, in the quest lines. He's just known as the painter, whose name starts with R. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he'll tell us when we get back. And unfortunately, I do want to check if I can dig his grave up. Oh, I can. I can start digging. I can start digging his grave up. This is wrong, but I have to find out.
I shouldn't do that. I just prayed here.
I know, but I want to... I know I just prayed here, Henry.
If I do this, I'll surely go to hell.
If I do it a third time, will it let me? I want to know if the skull in this grave is missing. Curiosity is a terrible thing. And I'm probably digging up a grave for no reason right now. For absolutely no reason. Oh
I reckon I shouldn't tell Voiter about
my
this.
god. The skull's missing. The skull's missing. Whoever R is, whoever the painter is carrying around this skeleton skull and talks to it like he's still alive. And no wonder the other friend is absolutely insane. Okay.
It looks
Okay.
like the skeleton is missing its skull. I wonder if...
Can I rebury it now? Can I at least do that much? There's no option to rebury it? Well, we got information. We got what we kind of already knew. Alright. I kind of guessed that was the case. But all the answers are just bubbling to the surface. Bubbling. They're bubbling. Okay. Let's go back and talk to him. Before I go to Shitaki, or however you pronounce that town's name, I'm going to go back and talk to him about this grave I just dug up. And I want to ask him about the skull. I really do. But then he's going to know that I dug up the grave. And he's probably not going to be too happy about that. I would assume he would be kind of upset about being called out for talking to his friend's skull. I don't think he'd be too happy about knowing that I know that little secret of his. Where is he? I probably walked right past him. I did walk right past you. Alright, Voida, let's have this really awkward conversation.
I want to go back to what I saw at the dugout.
Oh, should I bring up everything else that I saw at the dugout? Maybe that's a good idea.
I have to say, I expected a bit more. The place was a wreck.
I beg your pardon, my lord. I only hope you didn't contract gangrene or mites.
Very droll. I like the scarecrow standing there on an anthill. It almost startled me at a distance.
What? Hugo is still there?
Hugo?
I
Hugo
made
the
him with
Scarecrow.
my friends when I was just a lad. Back then, we heard that in some Kutenberg tavern, they have a skeleton called Hugo. And we'd have done anything to see him. But the city was too far, so we made our own. He doesn't look much like a skeleton, but we didn't know that then. We were very young.
Okay, so they made their own little creations from rumors that they heard from the big city. That's kind of cool.
I saw a few wooden swords. Not the kind knights use for practice, though. They looked more like toys.
My grandfather made those for us.
So the dugout is Voida's home.
We used to fight with them till we were all black and blue. My body aches just thinking about it.
Or whoever this guy is, not Voida. This painter. We visited his home. Whoever the old man is may or may not be this other friend who is still alive but went crazy. Alright, I visited Voida's grave.
I visited Voiter's grave. It was in a rough state. All overgrown and unkempt. But I tidied it up and said a prayer for his soul.
Thank you, Henry. And did you mention me as well?
Yes. I prayed for you as well.
Thank you very much. I feel terrible for not going myself, but I promise I'll visit when the right time comes.
The grave was missing a skull. I can just up and say that out loud. Let's ask about the initials.
I noticed there were some initials carved into the tree. Was that the three of you's doing?
Carved initials? Right. I completely forgot. What initials were there?
R, V, and L. I assume V stands for Voiter and L for Libor. So R must be the first letter of your true name?
I suppose that makes sense.
So what's your name? Tell me.
So your real name is...
After
Tell
all
me.
this time, I really can't remember. Strange how someone can forget something like that.
You've got to be joking.
Just try using someone else's name for decades. I'll see if you still remember you used to be Henry.
Fair point. However, I feel like your name would be something you remember. I don't know. I feel like he's still dodging it. I'll try to guess it.
Wait. How about Robert? Radan?
Raphael.
Rupert? Or maybe Raphael?
Raphael. That'll be a good name for a painter. But I'm afraid I'll disappoint you.
It's also
I really don't know.
Radek?
a devilly
Radomir?
kind of name.
Radislav?
I don't know, Henry, really. To tell you the truth, I don't even want to remember.
Richard? No? Ah, yeah. All right. Let's just forget about the letters.
Tell me more about Vojta and Libor. We just gave him a bunch of different names, and he didn't jump at any of them besides Raphael. Just going to point that out. But, you know, I know they're, it's all right. It's all right. I'm just moving on. I'm just going to move on.
Tell me more about Vojta and Libor.
Nothing but bad memories come to mind. We used to spend a lot of time together. But as we got older, it all started to fall apart. I devoted myself more and more to my painting, and Libor, as the son of a bailiff, dealt with his father.
Libor is the son of a bailiff. Does Libor know you're a painter? What was Vojta like?
Wait, Libor is the son of a bailiff?
Aye, but it doesn't matter much these days. His mother died shortly after he disappeared, and his father, who knows where he ended up.
I don't know.
Did Libor know you paint? He only shrugged his shoulders when I mentioned a painter.
To tell the truth, I never discussed it much with him. I'd shown Vojta some sketches. But Libor, all he cared about were girls. Oh, and swords. He grew up at Rathouse, so he saw soldiers and knights differently than us paupers.
What about Vojta? What was he like?
He didn't have anyone besides us. And then Burkhard showed up. Vojta was never a saint. Sometimes he stole food, got in scraps here and there. But Burkhard changed him completely. Suddenly he didn't have time for us. And when we did meet up, he was always telling us how he robbed some traveler here or beat up some old woman there.
I don't understand why you blame yourself.
But I still don't see how this is your fault.
I envy you then. You see, Vojta wanted to spend time with us. He was always inviting us somewhere, but we, or I, rather, would hear none of it. All I cared about was my painting. And Vojta was just wasting my time. We got in an awful argument over it once. We were both drunk then. Vojta on schnapps, and me on my pride.
How did the argument end?
How did the argument end?
I don't recall what all was said.
I'm just
You know
letting
how
him
it is. You get in an argument with someone and
give
the
me
next day,
the details.
you
I
can't
don't really
remember
know
what you said.
if this
I
applies.
do remember one thing, though. I said, there's no room in my life for dirty, drunken thieves who blow smoke up Burkhard's arse.
Then what happened?
Then what happened?
Well,
He
We
could just
wanted to
be
get
like
rid of
ringing me
Burkhard.
around. That's why I'm saying I
we were
don't know if
going
it
to go
applies.
through Libor's pa, but we met with Vojta first. We told him to pack up his things in Burkhard's camp and meet us at the tree. But, well, when we got to him, he was just lying there. We had to chase off the wolves that were, well, Vojta was in an awful state. Beaten to death with a helmet.
Kurva.
We chased off the wolves, but Libor was inconsolable and wouldn't stop crying. So I sent him to the village to get a shovel. While he was gone, I realized Voita was still breathing. He was in awful shape. He couldn't talk or move. Lord, have mercy on me. When Libor returned, I told him to give me his sword, but he said no, that we could still save him. We got in a terrible argument over it. In the end, it was Libor who put Voita out of his misery. Then we buried him. Not in hallowed ground, but still better than behind the cemetery wall.
That's horrible. That's horrible. So Voida, or this Voida, the painter and Libor tried to get Voida out of Burkhard's gang. Burkhard killed the real Voida for trying to leave, by the sounds of it, or something along those lines. But Libor and the painter had to finish him off because he was being eaten by wolves or something. Like, there's a lot. There's a bit of an information dump just then. I think I got the gist of it. Let's say Burkhard could have killed you too. Like, they are kind of lucky to be alive.
You were bloody lucky. Burkhard could have killed you too.
You know, in the end, I reckon Voita never betrayed us. But that didn't stop me from looking over my shoulder. All right. But now tell me, wasn't it all my fault?
I feel like it's not for Henry to judge.
Even if it is, it's up to God to judge. All we can do is repent and try to live better.
I hope you're right, Henry. I hope you're right.
Confessor. I just got an achievement. Confessor. He just told me everything. He just told me the whole deal. I'm not going to call him out for taking the skull, because that's definitely Voida's skull that he has. Maybe I should. Maybe I should, just for the sake of it. I think I'm going to. I just totally backtracked on what I just said. Thinking about it, making quick decisions. Yeah, let's just...
I suppose I should admit,
Call him out on it. Let's bring it up.
took a look in the grave.
What?
I dug
That's
it
right.
up and
That's
noticed
right.
the skull was missing. So I thought that maybe...
You dug up the grave I sent you to pray at.
That's right. Clearly I wasn't the first. Yeah, don't be pointing fingers at me.
Well, clearly I wasn't the first.
And that makes it all right. Why did you even do that?
I wanted some answers.
I wanted to know what really happened back then, because you didn't share much. And when I saw the skull was missing...
Are you implying that my skull, my muse, is Voita's skull?
Oh my... Am I wrong? Exactly.
I'm not implying anything. I'm telling you straight.
Well, you see, I'm afraid you're right.
Aha!
It's been a long while since I
I
dug it up,
knew it.
and I've had it with me ever since.
Why?
If only I knew. I just had a feeling I had to. That Voita was calling me towards him.
That's
I'm sorry
crazy.
for snapping at you. It's just
That's not crazy,
I've
but
never
like,
spoken to anyone about this, and
yeah,
it's not easy.
it's a little
I'll let you
weird.
work.
It's a
All
little
right.
weird.
And Henry, thank you.
It's a little weird, but hey, he said thank you for calling him out on it. Maybe it's a good thing I dug up that grave. I prayed at it. It's all right. We just learned a lot more about this artist who had to kill his friend or be involved in the killing of his friend after seeing him getting eaten by wolves. I believe that's the case. Wow, no wonder he's like so scared of wolves. And it's interesting that things came full circle, that we met Voida while he was being encircled by 3 wolves. And there's definitely a 3 symbolism going on here, kinda. Interestingly enough, because I had to click E 3 times when I was standing over Voida's grave to open it, because Henry questioned it twice, and the 3rd time it opened. There was 3 branches or something to do with the tree that Voida was buried under. And now there's just I'm losing track of like what I'm talking about, but there's definitely just some 3 symbolism going on for some reason. For some reason. I like it. I like it. Very cool. Very cool. I'm here for it. Well, I guess in the next episode, I'm going to go see what's going on with the Stained Honor quest and obtain the painter's promised reward. That was a lot of P's. Obtain the painter's promised reward. Like, buh sounds. Buh sounds, you know? Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.